How you doing, guys? All good? Just giving it a few minutes or a few seconds just to let some people jump on before I begin today's class. Oh, man. How come I can't see myself? I don't know, because I'm all the way there. I don't know. Gonna have to come all the way to here. How you all doing? Yeah? Just give me like 10 seconds, just giving a couple people. Hope everyone's I was thinking, Nicholas, that like we could play some music or play like a game while we wait for people to come on. I don't know. I like tic tac. You never play tic tac toe? Like X and O and yeah. What do you call it? X and O? Maybe I don't know. What do you say in Colombia for tic tac toe? It's you know what I'm talking about, right? That stupid game. Yeah, like this, and then you have O. Yeah, no. Tiki. That's tiki. No. Tic tac toe sounds better to me. All right. Anyway, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? Yeah. Good afternoon to me. Good morning and good evening to wherever you are around the world. Hope everyone's doing all right. Yeah. Everyone's chilling. It's Thursday. Used to be the weekend in UAE. Now it's the day before the weekend. So I'm still not used to that, and I'm kind of sad. But hope everyone's doing well out there. You got me showing the little thing with the Celtics because I'm winning because hell yeah, baby, we won last night. So it's good to have one of those out there. Want to say hello to everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. My name is Mac, and we're going to do another edition of my class today. So I'm going to tell you a lesson about some stuff that should fit into your levels, levels 2 through 4. And at the end of the video, I will tell you a little bit about our institute here at DC and how you can come and study with me over here. All right. So moving on, today's topic is the present tense. All right. That's the whole thing is actually, we're really focusing on the present tense and specifically present simple and present continuous, okay? So one that a lot of students will make mistakes in, they use the present simple instead of the present continuous when they should, all right? So the first thing we will focus on is the present simple. How do you use the present simple? It's very simple. The present simple is two different things. You're either talking about a habit or you are talking about a fact, all right? Understand this. Present simple is not the present tense in the way that you think about it. It's not about the now, it's more about what is true now. So are you talking about something as a habit, like you play football 3 times a week, or you go to the gym every day, or you eat lunch at 1 o'clock every day? These are all habits. A fact would be something like, I am a teacher. I think, am I a teacher, Nicholas? I don't know. People think I'm a teacher. They say I am. They even call me teacher. I don't know how. But yes, I am a teacher. Or for example, in my case, I am American. Or if you are Brazilian or Colombian, or I know we have a lot of nationalities, so I am blah, blah. Okay. Or I am an engineer. I am a doctor. These are facts. So they are present, but it's about facts and habits, okay? You see a couple of different examples here. Remember, with the present simple, all you're really going to do with verbs, if you're saying he, she, or it, add an S. So he, she, it leaves, he, she, it plays, he, she, it sees, he, she, it goes. So just the infinitive with an S, okay? So you have an example here of he leaves school at 6 p.m., something that is a fact every day. This is what he finishes every day. Or she teaches English. Again, it's a fact every day. They live in Dubai. Again, a fact, something that is true about them. They live in Dubai. That's it. Well, how long, whatever, but it is true of now. Or as you see here, I go to the gym twice a week. Again, this is just a fact. So it's something that is true. Again, you see here, no S because it's with they or with I. There's no S. It's he, she, and it. You have this S, okay? So because it's and also in the negative, you would just add not. So for he, she, and it, he, she, and it, you have doesn't because it's with the S. And for I, you, we, and they, those ones are just going to use a normal don't, okay? That's all it is in the negative. So the S is really the only part of present simple, and the S is for he, she, it. Either you use it for the negative, doesn't, or you use it with the verb lives, goes, sees, all that stuff. All right? Pretty simple stuff, guys. You have here questions, and with the questions, you just put them before the subject. That's usually the rule in English, as you guys should remember. It's always like this. So they do play, do they? She does play, does she? That's all it is there, but those are how you would ask questions. So does or don't, doesn't for negative, okay? Now, because you're usually talking present tense or present simple with habits, or especially for habits, you'll always need to remember your frequency adverbs. This is something a lot of students will make mistakes, and I'll tell you one that always gets me, okay? But an example of frequency adverbs is things like never, sometimes, usually, or generally, typically, often, and always, just to show how many times you do this. It's just another way of talking about something that is your habit, right? So examples you would see here, other phrases, sorry, you have there is like saying every, which you connect to every day, every week, every month. And then you have this one. This one is really important, guys. Once or twice, and then you can give me however many, or you can give me the number of times. So once for one time, twice for two times, or you can give me 3 times or 4 times, and then you can give me a month, a week, and a day. Once or twice is very important to me because a lot of times students will say things like, oh, I go to the gym 1 time, or I go to the gym 2 times a week. And most English anyway is gonna be with 1 time or 2 times. So for us, we don't really like to say 1 time or 2 time because it's just long, right? So it's better to say once, 1 time, twice, 2 times. So it's a lot easier to say twice. After that, we don't care. 3, 4, 5. You can just say 3, 4, 5 times, and then just add a and whatever. 4 times a month, 4 times a week, 4 times a day, 4 times an hour. Doesn't make a difference. Give me any time you want. Or, of course, just use every if it's for all of them. Okay? So you can see a couple of examples here. Things like my favorite TV show I always watch, Rick and Morty. Absolutely love this show. You fan, Nicholas? You're damn straight, right, man? Rick and Morty is the best. I genuinely love Rick and Morty. I hope we got Rick and Morty fans out there. Next one you have things is, well, I wish this was true for my students, but she is never late to class. If she's Brazilian, that's never true, or Colombian. Sorry, but you guys are always late to class, okay? One that I know my students out there love, Nook is a good friend of mine, eats donuts every day. So that's something that does not stop, it's every day. And then the last one we have there is something like once a week, which is what I was talking about, once, or you can say twice a week, we go boxing. Now, something that you guys might notice is with frequency adverbs, it's always, we prefer it right next to the verb. With words like always, never, sometimes, usually, the short ones. The rarely, those one-word ones, you'll see them here. Sorry. These ones, never, sometimes, usually, often, always. These ones will connect with the verb. So always watch, never late, never sees, never goes, never watches. The bigger ones, like every day, once a week, once every Thursday, these longer ones, you can choose these two. You can either put it before the sentence, once a week, we go boxing, or after the sentence, Nook eats donuts every day. You can just say, we go boxing once a week. So you could go either way with the longer ones, but the short ones, always, sometimes, usually, for all that should come right next to the verb. It just sounds better for us. You can play different places, but it's the best place. Okay, so that's the present simple. The next part I want to focus is the present continuous. Can they see that on this? I can never tell. All right, is the present continuous. The present continuous, we talked about it last week with the future, but the present continuous is really what students should be using when they're talking about now. Now is present continuous because present continuous focusing on what you are doing at the moment. This is what you should say at that moment. All right. Now, creating present continuous is pretty simple. You have your verb be in the present, am is are, and ing. All continuous in English is the same. All continuous. It's always verb be in that tense, and then ing. In the future will be, in the past was, were, in the present is, are, am. Okay? So is, are, am, ing, that's how you do present continuous. And it's about things that are used as something that is happening now, or if you use it in the future, like we talked about last week, it's a plan that is arranged. When I say arranged, I mean it's a plan that's fixed. You already decided it, you called, you know you're going to do it for sure. So saying, I'm having dinner with my brother on Friday, because it's something that is a plan, okay, that you've planned it for sure. Oh, sorry, let me see what goes on there. Lahia, hold on. Oh yeah, they can see it, so that's fair enough. So as a plan, all right? So I need to move to the side. All right, there you go. So is something that is arranged or something that is happening now. Sorry about that. So examples you can see, oh, sorry. Examples you can see there is ones you can see here, for example, like, I am seeing my brother tomorrow. So it's in the future, but this is something that has been planned. I already talked with my brother, we made this plan, we know we're doing this. Or, for example, another one you could use is, we are playing FIFA tonight. So again, something that has been planned. As long as it's been planned, you put it after. We talked about this last week. You put the future after. So this weekend, next year, even if you want to add those, anything like that. She is going next year. She is going tonight. If it's future, you'll give me the time after. If it's not future, if it's at the moment, you just put the present continuous. So I am teaching, which usually assumes now, or I am playing, which again assumes now. So I am playing, I'm teaching, I'm speaking, I am working. So it should be anything that's happening at the moment, or of course, something that's temporary. So it could be something that's short, like, oh, I'm living with my brother now, because it's for the next 2 weeks. So you're not planning a long time with your brother. All right? And that's pretty much it for that. So you can also see if you're trying to ask a question with the present continuous. Oh, sorry, this one's not very clear. I should have brought that a little bit higher. All right, there you go. So you have questions with the present continuous, verb be with the subject. We're doing the little flip that we're used to. So we always say she is. In this case, is she, ing. So you see a couple of examples of that underneath. Things like, for example, are you going this weekend, or is he taking it tomorrow? That's just the way you would ask a question. Similar to present simple, just you use the verb be instead of do or does. So is, are, or am, depending on your subject, all right? And that's pretty much it about present simple and present continuous, all right? So I'll give us a quick second if you guys wanna say hello, if you guys have any questions about present simple and continuous, tell me. Otherwise, after, I have one more little lesson about common mistakes students make, okay? So I'm just gonna take a drink of water. Man, how you doing, bro? You good? Chilling? Nice day today? No sandstorm, so that's nice. Yeah, it's always a win. Is it hot today or no? We're getting close to summer. Man, Celtics won last night. I'm very happy about that. I know you guys don't care. It was a big win. How you guys doing? Everyone doing well? Hey, Gary. What's up, Gary? You doing good? Chilling? It's nice to see some people out there. How you guys doing? Everyone doing all right? Just want to say hello to everyone before I continue on with more. Hope everyone's good out there and enjoying themselves. Before I continue the next part of the class, let's go on, right? No one seems to ask any questions. Oh, sorry, hope everyone's doing well. So I wanna talk just for a few minutes about more random different things, guys. These are, hey, Vanessa, hello. So these are all common mistakes that I hear from students, native English students, who are trying to try to get it, and they just keep making these few little mistakes that they can't get past, okay? So the first one there, hey, Wendy, what's up, Wendy? You chilling? So the first one I wanna talk about is with too much and too many. To be honest, the problem here is not too much or too many, it's two. Two in English does not mean a lot. It is not a big number. It does not mean big number. Two in English just means negative. That's it. That's all it means to us. So whatever you are telling me with 2, you are telling me that this is so much at 2 that it's negative to this person. I will give you an example even with a small number. If you have 2 people, it's not a lot of people. I mean, there's just me and Nick, so it's not a lot. I mean, it's a little stuff. Do I stink? I don't know, maybe. Or maybe the whole room stinks. So maybe it's too many people. But it's 2 people. And if we had 1 chair, we have too many people for the chairs. So you guys see, it works even with 2 and 1. So you don't need a big number to use too much or too many or too rich or too nice. I always hear students say something like, oh, he has too much money. Nah, it doesn't make sense. Because if you have too much money, then that means there's a problem. It's negative. Maybe he stole this money, so he stole too much money. Now the police can find him easily. This is where you can say too much. Or I spent too much money. Another common problem here in Dubai, especially if you go drinking. I went to ladies' night 2 nights ago and they took my wallet out. So that's where you can say, I spent too much. There is too much. It's a negative mean, okay? It does not mean big, nah, just negative. Next one we have is 4 versus 2. Now, I know this preposition in general causes a lot of problems. This is very specific to my Spanish speakers and my Portuguese speakers. I know you guys over in Brazil and most of you who are in Colombia and those places make this issue where they love to use the word for. The general thing to understand with 4, the biggest mistake you are making is 4 is always going to connect to nouns, and 2 is always going to connect to verbs. So that's usually why I hear students say for see my friend. And I'm like, no, to see my friend, because it's a verb, to see my friend. You would say for, and then you would say just for my friend. For his birthday, for my class. But to go, to see, to play. This is where I normally hear this mistake with the students. Most of the time when you're using for and to, it's wrong. It's because to should connect to the verb. If you're saying a verb, it should have to before. For should count with a noun. That's the most very common mistake I hear a lot with my students. All right. Next one we have there is all day. This is very, very, very specific to my Brazilians. I see you out there. Okay. They love to say this. They'll say things like I spend. Oh, sorry. What they'll say is they'll say every day. That's the word that they'll make. That's the mistake they make. They love to say every day. Every day I sit at home. I watch TV. I go out. I sit down every day. And that's like, no. If you say every day, or especially if you say, sometimes they say every time, this for us is talking about frequency. It's not talking about length. So when you say you do something every day, then what you mean is that every day you do it. So every day I go out every day, then what you're saying is, so every day this week. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But what most Brazilian students who say this, what they mean is all day. So from, for example, 9 o'clock to 9 o'clock, I sat at home all day. Not I sat at home every day, because it's not every day, because then every day becomes different days, or every time becomes different times. Every is about situations, about frequency. This time, this time, this time, every day, every month, every year. So you need to give me a habit. But what you're trying to say is all day, which is taking up that time. Okay, so that's all day. This is very specific to my Brazilians. Other people make it, but you see it with them a lot. And then we have this one, listen versus hear. I always get this a lot, especially when students are telling me music. So they'll say things like they hear the music or they listen to music and they don't know which one is the right way to say it. Not that it's wrong either way for music, for example, but where it gets confusing is that listen is with it, you can say a purpose. Hear is just general, to be honest, guys. Hear is just what you hear because you have ears. You're not deaf. So you just hear things. Just like how inside here, when I'm talking to you, I can hear people outside. I can hear Nicholas playing on his phone on Instagram or something. Look at me, man. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. He's actually working. but you can hear different things because you're not listening. You're hearing different things because you hear sounds. Listening is when you focus your ears. It's when you're trying, if there's a purpose. So you're listening to music, you're listening to the movie, you're listening to your father, you're listening to your friends. This is because you're doing an intention. Not, oh, I'm hearing my dad. I think he's outside. This is just hearing. This is just what my ears are hearing. I'm not focusing my ears. So that's the difference for us. So usually what you should say is that you're listening to music. Okay, because what you're doing is usually you have a focus. Hearing music is just when you walk and you're like, oh, I hear music somewhere here. That's hearing music. Listen is when you're actually at home and playing your music and say, yeah, I'm listening and jamming to my beats. No, I really should stop dancing. I don't think it looks good at all. Okay, and that pretty much covers it, guys. These are all the common mistakes that I hear a lot. So, I like to mention that. I want to go over some of those. And that is going to wrap up our class for today. So just to give you guys a little information about where I am teaching and how you can come and study with teachers like me and others. We have some native teachers here from US and from England, and we're growing step by step. Our institute is called DC English. DC! Sorry, I like saying that with their name. It's not for Washington, DC. I'm gonna tell you from now. But I am from USA, so I guess that is there. If you want to come to our website, we have dcinstitute.com, or on Instagram, you can see the little banner there, or if you're watching on our live, you already know where our Instagram is. You can send us inquiries either on the website or on Instagram. We have agents who can speak a bunch of different languages: Spanish, Arabic, Portuguese, Russian, and I think and Turkish. See, I knew I'd cover everything. And of course, English. So even if you speak those languages and you don't know English, no problem. Our agent can help you. You can come out here, learn English with us. We do all kinds of different activities, going around Dubai and seeing the Burj, all kinds of things, and a little bit of fun and dynamic and interactive classes. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Next week, I'll see you guys on Tuesday with another edition of Max Live Class, guys. Take care. Peace out. Good luck, Celtics. I have to say Celtics, man. I can't not hate on the Celtics. You know this, bro. You know this. I want to hope everyone's doing all right. Hey, Tulip, what's up, Tulip? How you doing? You chilling? Hope she's all right, man. Tulip was